He was from our previous video, and he's still one of our most beloved Axies. He's the only OG Axie left in the team. What is down, ladies and gentlemen, Axie trainers of all ages, race and shape? Thank you so much for hopping onto this channel and for this video brought to you by Salad Ventures once more. The name is Captain Aqua. A pleasure to have you on board. And of course, we're hoping that everything has been going swimmingly well for you. If it's not been, hey, it's the COVID-19 world. Gonna wish you nothing but the best, nothing but full blessings. And if you are swimming upstream, all you need to know is that with a lot of hard work, everything's gonna come together for you, my friend. Thank you so much. We are now ready for the Double Aqua video version 2, featuring none other than a new friend who is going to be sitting pretty in our midline. Now, I do apologize for the quality if you notice any change, because we are in fact using a screen mirror from our mobile device. Ever since some of the server issues that have cropped up, right, my battle log has been empty, I think for about 3 to 4 days now, right? Let me know in the comments if any of you have been suffering from the same issue as well. And again, for this video, all right, do make sure that you stick around for every single detail, because I'm going to walk you through how you can in fact come up against and dominate the basic combo or meta that you will see in the early stages of the arena, right? I'm referring to the 1300s up to the 1500s. We are now currently meddling in the mid 1500s, all right? We touched 1600 for a while, and then we dropped all the way back down to 1300. My goodness, that was an experience. And we managed to claw our way back up. But for right now, straight into the combo, and before we get into the replay, let's look at the tank. And for those of you that are wondering, why in the world does Captain Aqua not have Sirius? Okay, 2 things I want to say. It's cheaper, and number 2, I actually miss Sirius. Yes, I do. I think Sirius is a very good card to have on your tank. So, if you can afford it, and if you are looking to breed plants, expect your investment to be a lot greater as compared to perhaps getting something a little bit mixed up like mine. However, without the energy gain, my play is in fact to soak up damage and sort of take the enemy by surprise, right? That's sort of my approach. I'm going to take them a little bit by surprise, apply the Axie Kiss, or rather the Death Mark, right? Oh, Axie Kiss, yes, is in fact the body part, right? But essentially, you want to apply the lethal onto your opponent and then hit them hard with the BEECH. Most likely your shield will break if you are in fact defending yourself from an onslaught of beast or bird or aqua attacks, right? Whichever the case is, if you are fortunate enough to survive, this fella with 32 speed will go before the plant if it's pure, because pure plants at 31 speed, right? So if you are able to just dish in that Axie Kiss and followed by that critical BEECH with the additional 20% damage, it's going to be a lot of value from your plant before it eventually dies. Now, for the most important part of this tutorial explanation, our midline, which we're going to present to you right now, is none other than your PERCH CUCKOO Aqua. Alright? He comes to you with PERCH. Alright? Which is something that allows him to prioritize idle targets. So meaning to say, in a plant beast bird matchup, as long as the plant does something and the beast or bird, beast and bird, doesn't do anything, it's going to beat either one of them. So you need to time this, because you can take out the damage dealer, the glass cannon, so to speak, and they will have no value for the game. But you have to be aware of the steps required in order to take them out. I will go through this in detail very soon, okay? But essentially, you are looking at PERCH, which is what you have on your back, so no goldfish. A lamb offers a lot of shield, And it actually protects you from the bird backdoor strategy. If you actually apply the full combo, which is PERCH, CUCKOO, Lamb, and NIMO, that will give you enough shield to survive the Dark Swoop onslaught, right? And if the bird doesn't have blackmail, you're gonna beat him. And if the plant played something, you're gonna go after the beast, right? So we'll show you the replay very soon, and you'll get an understanding of what I'm talking about. But essentially, this is the play with your midline, all right? Again, PERCH, followed by CUCKOO, 1 Lamb, and a NIMO. Now, in some situations, if the beast and the bird play a card, which happens very often, because you will meet some clever players in that region, even though it's considered early stages, it will go after the plant, right? So you need to take into consideration that it's doing that 100 damage, 130 something damage, and another 30 damage. So you need to wrap it up with your backline, right? You need to wrap it up with your backline. So if you are not going to be attacking the glass cannons, you should at least try to finish off the tank. And this is just a very traditional koi. Very traditional backline koi. He was from our previous video, and he's still one of our most beloved Axies. He's the only OG Axie left in the team. The rest have been sold for a nice flip amount. But I'm hoping to hold on to this guy forever. Alright, so at least I have something from my first team. My first team of 5 rather, I've sold all of them except this guy. So I'm gonna try and hold on to him as long as I can. He's already been bred 3 times, so I don't expect to sell him anytime soon anyway. Right, so with that said, alright, what we're going to do is that we're gonna very quickly jump out of the application, and it's going to be our double aqua with that plantain going after the midline beast. So as you can see, this is a very unique situation, right? And you can see that the full combo has already been granted to my midline. Now, trust me when I say this doesn't happen very often, so you need to adapt on situation to situation. But at the end of the day, it's very straightforward. In order to target the midline beast, you need to have the 4 cards for the confirm kill. That is PERCH, you CUCKOO to increase the damage of the lamb, and then you finish him off with the NIMO tail slap. Now, if you happen to have a piranha, right, I think there's a possibility that you might not need the NIMO at all, right? But I haven't tested it yet. You can see now, of course, that the plant played himself a card in the beginning. That is also very likely, especially for a plant that has leaf bug. In this case, he actually played a pumpkin, so a very terrible move on his part. Unfortunately, he wasn't aware of the threat that the midline possessed. And of course, right now you can see that the beast has already been taken out of the equation. One more thing to highlight, yes, again, we mentioned the leaf bug on the tank. So it's very common for tanks with leaf bug to play something early on because it is 0 cost. So if they pair that up with a serious, or if they pair that up with the pumpkin or the tail card, which could be carrot, leek, or even spicy surprise, right? So any of those options, in fact, will allow the plant to get an energy gain with that 0 cost. So going after the beast early on is always something that they might not expect to. Although for a full DPS beast, right, there is every chance that they might play their 3 cards as well. So it really depends on the situation. So we got exactly what we wanted here, and now we're just picking up the pieces because we've gone in for that double serious. We are only going to gain 1 energy because he has already gone down to 0. We only pick up the extra energy because we break his carrot shield, and from 0 he actually gains 1 more from the leaf bug. So our friend now is on 3 energy, and I cannot play anything else on my plant anymore. So the play here is quite simple. With my 5 energy versus his 3, it's very, very unlikely that he will play a card on his plant. Number 1, his plant doesn't have many cards left. It probably has Sirius, but Sirius offers very little shield, and he needs every single bit of energy that he's got to somehow hope that his backline koi can pull off an amazing upset. So, very straightforward. Just go for the kill. And you can see that he actually played 2 cards there, my goodness. So he actually did try to put up a Sirius. And that was a very bad choice. That was a very bad choice by him. Yes. So he's down, in fact, to 3 energy again. Alright. Unless one of them was a leaf bug, right? So you might have had 4. And now he probably has 5 energy. But it's not going to be enough, because what we're going to do is just get a little bit of that damage down here. Alright. Smarter thing to do before going into the pass would probably be for me to boost up the attack on the koi, rather than playing the or rather boost up the attack on the NIMO tail slap rather than playing the CUCKOO at the end, because any little bit of damage will go a long way towards fighting a fellow Aqua in a 1v1 situation. So even if it's like 35 damage, you can see that we actually did that 13 damage just to bring him down to 4-7, and you'll be surprised. There are many times where there are Aquas you face down to 5 health, down to 10 health, and this little tail slap can make all the difference. So the smarter thing for me to have done there was to, in fact, attack up the tail slap. Of course, if I had a lamb, that would have been a lot better for me, but I did not. So in any case, he's 407 and he's on 121 shield. Now this is a huge amount of shield to get. Alright, because he's got the risky. So you're gonna see that with my full arsenal here, I have just nice 2 additional damage over our friend here in order to land the killing blow. So we were very fortunate there to at least apply a little bit of that damage before going into the 1v1. So with that said, friends, that is indeed the full rundown of how to make use of your midline PERCH. And for those of you that want to see more in-depth play, we do have a 1-hour PvP video where my friend features in a run of games as we make that bid to climb into the 1700s, right? And of course, I'm going to be breeding a lot of these buddies in the very near future. I've set up a nice farm, so don't forget to click on the link in the description as well to get to my marketplace page that will in fact allow you to follow up on the babies that will be morphing in the very near future. But for now, happy hunting with your Double Aqua, or regardless of what team you are using, please continue to enjoy Axie Infinity. This amazing game is going places. Like the channel, give us a subscribe. Your support, as always, much appreciated. And of course, I wish you nothing but the best as you continue playing to see green. But for now, my friends, stay safe and don't forget to enjoy your CUCKOO Aquas. CUCKOO!